Right here. Limelight on you.
I'm Jody Gravely, live in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. 6 years.
Stan Gravely, some of y'all know me by Dr. Stan, if that's a nickname.
I'll let Jody go first. Ladies first.
Gosh, there's been so many in 6 years. One of my biggest ones was when we were Double Diamond, and a girl came over to my house in Martinsville, Virginia to rap with a couple of her friends. And we were using measuring tapes back then. And we sat and talked, and she got up to leave, and I wasn't going to measure her till like the next day, but her saran wrap was falling off, and she was a huge girl. And she just cried. Can't tell you how many inches she lost because we can't say that anymore, but she just cried, and she called her mother, and she said, "Mother, I have hope." You guys give people hope. Don't ever forget that. When you get discouraged, you give people hope. Don't forget it.
Beautiful.
I guess we're here tonight. One of the biggest aha moments I had was Pam actually came to me probably about 4.5, 5 years ago. And my heart had always been to teach people to be healthy, wealthy, happy, free. That's my mantra. I taught that as a pastor. And when we were running this alternative healthcare thing, and I was trying to help people be healthy, wealthy, happy, and free, Pam came to me and she says, "You know, what you're doing here, Stan, is really nice. You know, and you're helping a lot of people, but would you like to help more people?" And she asked, "Would you like to know how to make $1 million a year?" And I'm like, yeah, I mean, here's Pam, you know, multi-millionaires say, how many of y'all ever had somebody come to you and say, "Would you like to make you let me teach you how to make $1 million a year?" So, you know, she had to rewire my brain that day, and she started sending me CDs over the internet, and I started listening to them, and she just told me, she says, "Just take everything that you know, put it into this business, and you will fulfill all your dreams and aspirations."
Woo!
And it is hard.
Beautiful. Thank you.
My name is Brittany Austin. I'm from Kings Mountain, North Carolina. I've been in this business for almost 4.5 years, and I think my biggest aha moment is do not quit. I actually went Emerald in about a month and a half, and I was 2 spots from Diamond, and my entire team quit on me. So I went from about a $1,500 Emerald check to about a $200 Emerald check. So I stuck it out, and I found a rock star. And so regardless of, you know, how long it takes you, whether it takes you, you know, a month or it takes you 5 years, you just have to remember that God put you here for a reason. And if you continue to work the business and stay consistent, and you put others before you put yourself, your business is going to grow.
Woo! Beautiful. Thank you. Hey guys, I'm Shannon Gouch. We're from Charlotte. We've been in the business, it'll be 4 years in June. So, an aha moment. Probably my biggest aha moment has just been to pray about my business, for my team, that God would give me the strength to just be brave enough and bold enough to talk and share this with people, and plug my ears a little bit and stay focused. That being said, what came out of that, realizing that, was one of our biggest dream board items was a home. We wanted a yard. We have 4 kids, and we wanted a yard big enough for our kids. When we purchased it a year ago, we were able to drive them up the driveway. My 6-year-old, my youngest, got out, and his arms spread wide, and he goes, "Look at this yard!" And he just took off, and I mean, my eyes filled with tears, and I mean, we did it for our kids, so that was a big aha.
This company has changed our lives so many ways. For me, still the biggest change has been seeing the growth that Shannon's had. Just all the skills and the abilities that she had, and how this company has allowed them to kind of come out in her, and just, I mean, it makes her just more beautiful. So it's awesome. Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Shannon Carlin, and
Y'all don't know Shannon yet. She just migrated from California down to Charlotte. Shows you she's a new neighbor looking for new friends.
yes. I've had so many aha moments, but the one that comes to mind most is I was just talking with Pam last night, and like I've gotten in my head so many times throughout this journey, and I've almost quit so many times. And there was a time when I was at Double Diamond and I was gonna quit, and the whole reason why I got into this business, or pursued this business, I should say, is because I wanted a better life for my family. And so giving up on myself meant I was giving up on my family. And so I just had to get out of my head and get back in the game and just, recommit to yourself all the time and know that, like you say, get over yourself and get out of your head and just keep surviving.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Kimberly Maxwell from Atlanta, Georgia. I've been in the business. It'll be 18 months next month, and my aha moment was looking at those steps to success and literally thinking, there is no way that you can get from the start of this company all the way to the top doing 3 simple steps. And I tried my best to try to reinvent the wheel, and I was like, there's just no way. And when I finally did those steps and focused solely on those steps, and in 5 months I had a 5-figure check, I was like, what just happened? Because I completely replaced an income that I had with another company, and 14 years of me slaving came in at once in 5 months and completely blew that highest income out of the water. And I told my husband, we have our hands on something golden for sure. So keep it simple, guys. Don't overcomplicate it. Stick to the steps and you will get paid. If you're not doing the steps, don't let nothing come between you and your steps. That is your check. Every month, okay?
Beautiful. Thank
My name is Christy Carpenter. I'm actually from West Palm Beach, Florida. I'm visiting, and I have been in for 15 months as of kind of almost today. So, I guess I'm like sweating. Wasn't prepared. I think my first aha moment was like right after I joined. I joined and then was like, panicked, like what did I do? This was so stupid, and didn't do anything, and then was like, oh, I have a discounted conference ticket, took a sick day off work, drove over to Orlando, and then I saw that the ambassadors and presidentials were like relatively normal people, and thought, well, if they could do it, I can do it, and then got home and just kind of expected it to happen. So after like a month or 2 of being kind of like Hot Mess Express, focusing on myself, like my business, my bonuses, my this, I think God was sort of like, hey, maybe take a step back and realize that this isn't actually about you. And my aha moment was that if you do this to be money focused, you're gonna get super burnt out. But if you do it to be people focused, then that's what's gonna sustain you. So it doesn't matter if it's like a month or 5 months or 5 years, the people who stay in it are the ones who do this not because of their paycheck, but because of other people's paycheck and the freedom that you're bringing them. So that's kind of what sort of my aha moment and sustained me, that just focus on other people and their freedom, and that's whenever God's like, hey, they get it, they can handle this because they're not focused on themselves, and then your team is gonna like really explode.
Beautiful.
Hi, I'm Lisa Thompson. I'm here in Charlotte as well. I have been in the business for 4 years, and I think throughout this journey, one of the things that just keeps popping up in my head is finding what you're good at and what you enjoy. Because you come to events like this, and you talk to other people, and you're like, oh, how are you running your business? How are you finding your people? How are you doing it? What are you doing? And you start comparing, and if you start playing that comparison game, you'll just get in your own head. And if you find the things that you enjoy and find the things that you love doing and that you're good at, this isn't going to be a job. It's not going to be something that stresses you out anymore. It's going to bring you joy. And that's when the people will start coming to you. So find what you're good at, find what you enjoy, and then run with it and do a whole lot of it.
Woo! Beautiful. Thank you.
if I would have to say one thing, it would be to not let your why be your why not. So many people come into this business and they use their kids as an excuse why they can't work their business. You know, I have to go to football practice or basketball practice, or they use that job that they absolutely hate as their reason why they can't devote time to this business. Well, I started this business working 2 full-time pharmacy jobs, 2 hours of sleep at night. It was literally a nap that I got. And I was able to build a 6-figure income off of this $99 investment. So don't let your why be your why not. And I think if I would have to say an aha moment, just over the weekend I got a package in the mail from a sideline sister and brother in the company that aren't even on my team, and they asked John and I to be their godparents of their baby. So it's more than just about the money. We're developing friendships.
I'm Lynn Farr, and I'm from Columbia, South Carolina. And my aha moment. Well, I started this business for my kids. I have 7, and
She made it too.
And being a single mom, this was my why. Like, they were it. And I got to watch them promote. I got to watch them promote to Double Diamond, Diamond, and Ruby, 3 of them. And I have 4 more for you guys.
We just need more kids. We build a business off of more kids.
And keep enrolling them.
Thank you, Lynn.
Thank you.
Sandy Huppel from Yorktown, Virginia. And I think my biggest aha moment was surround yourself with positive people, feed yourself positivity, and you have to believe in yourself. So you have to every day wake up excited, get around people who have like minds like you, they're in love with this like you are, and just be excited. That's really it. Passion and excitement will build your business.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Hi, we're Kristen and Travis Butler. We're from Orlando, Florida. My aha moment would be, you cannot operate this business out of fear. You have to stop. I had to stop saying, you know, I'm not outgoing enough. I don't know the right people. I'm not thin enough. All those type of things. When I let all that go and I operated out of faith, my business just skyrocketed, and so will yours.
Oh man. First I want to say most of the people here are scared to be up on stage and talking. I know Pam's a little different. She's like a machine up here. But most of them are scared, they're sweating, and that's okay, because what I want you guys to realize is you grow, you develop, you change. We're not born the perfect distributor. We're not born like that. We have gifts and talents, and the more you use those, the more you're going to be given. And the more you're given, the more you can do. The one thing I want you guys to realize is you need to connect with your RTC. That is your reason to continue. What is going to make you guys fight? What's going to make you push? What's going to make you drive harder? What are you fighting for your families? Is it worth it? Are you going to keep going when you feel stuck, when you feel you can't do anymore? Are you going to keep moving when you don't feel like you can put the rap on one more person? Are you going to rap another one? Are you going to get up and fight? Are you going to do it? Is this your time? Do you have the right reason to continue? Tonight is the night everything can change for you if you're willing to do it.
Best aha moment I've ever heard. Wish you didn't have to follow that. Just be you, just be you.
Oh my Lord. Wow, my heart's racing. Oh my goodness, that was amazing. Well, again, Alicia Waters from Macon, North Carolina, and this is my husband, Aaron.
Hey, I'm Aaron.
Let's give it up for them. They put this meeting together. Come on. we heard a little bit about your story, so give us an aha moment.
You know, part of it is right now, like this moment, because I started just like everyone else and bought the kit, and I didn't have the money to do it. I used my electric bill money. And then I drove home for 6 weeks and had to look at the doorbell to see if it was still on, to make sure they hadn't cut my pallet. But I started just like that. And now on our team, we have more than double the number of people in this room. That's pretty powerful. You know, and there are people that are coming home and getting to stay with their kids. There are people that are getting to have kids. There are people getting to have 2 kids. Just don't have them here tonight, baby. And they're my kids that are here, my family. And that's pretty amazing to get to know that these little bitty babies in the room to our teenagers are getting to grow up in this environment, in this powerful, positive, amazing Christian company. And it started with a kit, the same kit that's available to everybody. So you are here for a time such as this. Now.
I guess my aha moment would be the day that the wife called and said she had got fired from her job. That's just over broke, if you don't know. From that point, that give us freedom in our life. Thank goodness for it works, because basically the day they told her she was fired, she jumped right into it works, and here we are. Everybody can be up here. Only thing you have to do is do it.
Woo!
Oh, thank you so much, Presidential Diamonds.